On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The fifth year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling gun.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Now a carry for Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got fourth and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Dontrell Hilliard his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On first down, Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Check three, check three, check three.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton, he gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Dalton here from the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that one makes it 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They run. Chubb. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
And the Browns first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Dalton, open man is Uzama. 23 yards the pickup there. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
53 is the mic.
Play action now, Dalton. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw here, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now, than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Kill. Take the edge. Come. Regular. Stop.
Now Chubb running right. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Seibert's kick is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final act of the first half. Dalton, it gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Passing, it's Dalton. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check. 53's
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dalton on target here to Uzama. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You can't block me.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Dalton hovering near the goal line. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st down, Scott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go again with Scott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Olivier Vernon brings him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
And they take a knee.
Dalton on the keeper.
Lady! 3 down, 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Dalton on the keeper.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.